Coming up on this edition of the Die Hard Den podcast, we continue to tell you something good, news and notes from the Lions organization. Then we look at the potential breakout stars for the offense and defense and who may take a step back on those sides of the ball. Then it's the same old Lions, maybe, challenges for the upcoming season. All this and more coming up on the Die Hard Den podcast. Here comes the roar. What up, though? And welcome to the Die Hard Den. Ladies and gentlemen, it's back for a limited time, for a limited engagement. We got a special guest, but it's your man, Kurt Steele, in the building with my man, Seany J. Tell him, Seany J, tell him what's up.
What's happening, everybody? This is your man, Seany J, the number one Lion fan and expert there is on this planet.
Good to know. All right. And back, like I said, back for a limited engagement. It's your boy. Introduce yourself, my man.
What up? It's Wills Fattore, a.k.a. Bobo the Bear on Twitter. I did not have to lose any parts of my body on account of diabetes from the Honolulu Blue Kool-Aid. However, I am open to letting that happen this year for a Super Bowl. You heard it here first. We'll get into that more. But what up?
Okay. So we got the introductions. So now it's time to
tell me something good.
My something good I'm going to share with the people this week is piggybacking off of last week with TJ Anderson becoming a father. We have two more Lions in the fold having children this summer. Marvin Jones' wife, Jasmine, is pregnant, and they'll be having another child this coming fall. That's a big family for them. They have if you follow them on social media, they have a big family as it is, but they're going to add one more to the fold. And Nino, Quandre Diggs is going to become a father for the first time. His girlfriend, Miss Abby, is pregnant. They're due with a baby girl this July. So new Cubs to the den. It's always good. Congratulations to those families. Now, Seany J, tell me something good.
I can tell you something good. The return of a former Lion legend who's been kind of forgot about. He's going to be at the draft presenting the Lions second round pick. That's Mr. Billy Sims. Before there was Barry Sanders, Billy Sims was the man in Detroit. Unfortunately, his career was cut short on the AstroTurf at the old Metrodome in Minnesota as was tackled by Walker Lee Ashley. His knee gave way. Billy has some tough go at it for years after his retirement. But he's back on his feet. He got those Billy Sims barbecue restaurants, other investments. He's back on his feet. He had to go through bankruptcy and everything. But it's good to see him back strong financially. It's good to see him back in the Lions family as he will be presenting the second round pick in the upcoming draft next week.
All right, my man Wills, tell me something good.
Something good. It's actually going to go until Thursday of this week. OTAs, voluntary ones, that is, started off, and you had some of those big names we signed in the offseason, most notably Trey Flowers, the versatile defender, was there for the conditioning drills, along with Justin Coleman, Logan Thomas, and CJ Anderson. Those are based off of picks that the team released on social media. Other players rolled through. Again, these are voluntary early on. Obviously, Stafford's at home tending to family things, but team morale high. They say he's doing well, all things considered. And we're looking forward to this laying the foundation for more workouts later on in the summer. Back to you, Kurt.
All right. So it's time to go.
On the ball. Set, go.
Seany J, who is your offensive breakout star for this season?
My breakout star has got to be the running back, Kerryon Johnson. He's very talented. He only played in 10 games last year, but that was by design because the Lions off the race. He could have come back if the Lions are still in the hunt, but He's going my breakout star for 2019. I look for Kerryon to break the 1,000-yard mark, even with C.J. Anderson relieving him. Give him a little breather. He doesn't have to carry the load by himself. That'll keep him fresh. So Kerryon Johnson is my offensive breakout star.
What do you think about that, Will?
I think it's pretty good. I mean, he showed everything, all those flashes last year. It's just the idea of like staying durable. And I guess if Patricia can split that workload that they sound like they're going to absolutely do, then he's going to be great. But he's like that lanky, wiry type of running back. I'm just always worried about durability, but obviously he's sick.
Yeah, I have to agree that he is a definitely talented runner. I think he could have came back last year if the Lions would have been in the hunt. I just think that if you look at that play he got injured on, it was kind of that ankle knee type of tweak where he kind of rolled his ankle and his knee kind of gave way. So kind of a fluke thing. We're on the sideline when he got tackled, but I think he's going to be have a really good year. I've watched him work out on social media down at Auburn. He's been down there conditioning for quite a while this offseason. So I think he'll be ready to go come the regular season. So with that being said, Seany J, who steps back this year?
Well, I hope I'm wrong on this for a setback, but I have my concerns about Matthew Stafford. You know why? His wife is going through a thing. She had a tumor on the brain. They say it's not cancerous, but she's having surgery this month, and then this month, maybe this week or next week. I wish Kelly Stafford the best. I hope the surgery is successful. I wish for a speedy recovery, but I'm concerned, will this be weighing on Matthew's mind? And this kind of reminds me of 20 years ago when, like I said before, when Chris Spielman, he sat out a season with Buffalo, attended to his wife when Barry Sanders walked away for different reasons. I just hope that Kelly's recovery is good and this doesn't weigh on Stafford's mind where he takes a step back, because all the things we're doing this season, we need him to step up. So I'm concerned about Stafford.
100%. I had the same thought. Obviously, we're hoping Kelly comes through. Obviously, we are. And it's like understandable if Matt's going to be distracted. They just had a newborn baby, I think like Hunter, right? They got 3 tiny children. So, I mean, obviously very understandable if your mind is not like in the process of when the schedule releases tomorrow. Hopefully she has a full recovery. I don't want to say speedy, just a diagnosis that it's all good. So Matt can, I guess, selfishly not be, trying to fixate on 2 things at once, I guess.
Right.
Exactly. If I can ask you guys real quick, I'm sorry. Are you worried about if Kelly, she needs that extra care? Are you worried about Stafford doing the Chris Spielman and sitting out the season to care for his wife? We can't blame him. But are you worried
100%.
about that?
It would suck. Again, selfishly, who's the backup quarterback right now?
Yeah, Tom Savage.
Connor Cook.
Or Tom Savage.
Oh, yeah. Woof.
Yeah. My thing is something a little different with Stafford. I'll put a little spin on it. I get what you guys saying. My thing, when he does come back, when does he come back? Because if you look at, you're going to start meetings here soon, and you're going to have installs. You're not going to have it on the field yet, but you're still going to have those installations, and it's a brand new offense. He's the leader of the team, so that may set him, if everything's good, and he still has to take some time off. It may set his capture of the offense back, because
that could be it. True.
And he's not going through the installs with the rest of the team. So,
yep.
But hey, I understand you guys. I got it. So, but like I said before, as a husband, I understand if he took some time away to be with his wife and things didn't go well, and she needed his attention, I understand that 100%. No doubt. But God bless. Prayers go out to Kelly Stafford. Hopefully, everything's a success, and she has a full recovery. Now it's time to
defend the den.
All right. So first up on the defensive breakout side of the ball, I have my man, and Seany J, you missed him last week. I think he's going to break out this year. I think Tracy Walker's going to make some big strides this year. If you look at his performance last year, and he got robbed in down in when he had the interception in San Francisco. He made the interception. He's a tall, lanky. He has good ball skills. Someone asked a question to Glover Quinn about his makeup. If you look at him, he's a big safety. So he said, Quinn said, they asked him if he had Walker's frame and makeup, how would he play in his career? He said, I would be a Pro Bowler every year with his size and his makeup. So, and he has some definitely athletic ability. He's fast. He got good ball skills. He's flexible. You could probably gonna put him against some tight ends. So that's my breakout player of the year. For the defense side of the ball, Wills, what you think about that?
I love Tracy Walker when he was in limited action. They worked him in like gradually because of the youth. That's like a Patriots thing. I'm a sucker for Pro Football Focus. Like some of those stats, I'm not like that big of a nerd, but I mean, he's great. And then like you hear the comments from the guys in the locker room, they loved him. I think that's a solid pick. He's got the opportunity because Glover's gone. Him and Quandre could be a pretty sick safety pairing, in my opinion. I'm hoping that they are, because remember they drafted Killebrew a couple of years ago. He didn't really work out. And then I know he plays like the nickel, but Tabor has been a nightmare. So it'd be cool to have some of these guys that we've drafted or brought in young pan out.
Seany J?
Yeah, I like Walker. I still wish they would have signed a free agent safety like Landon Collins or the Honey Badger, just so Walker wouldn't be pressing the duty too soon, because he still is in his second year. I'm sure he's talented, but now the heat is on. If they would have brought in a Landon Collins and a Honey Badger, they could have took time further with him and then be like the nickelback again, like he strived in last year. But now he's being thrust into the starting role. We'll soon see if he's ready for that position. If he isn't, there's going to be some heat coming from the local media saying, well, he should have signed the Honey Badger, Landon Collins. So we'll see if Quinn is right, and we see if Patricia's right, if Walker is ready. I sure hope he is. He is talented. I give him that. But is he ready for the role full time? We shall find out.
Now, with the step back player, it coincides with my breakout player. My step back player for the defense is Tavon Wilson. He was the starting safety last year until he got hurt, and then Quandre kind of supplanted him. So I think right now with the signing of Adams, the safety that came out from Tampa, Wilson may not. I mean, it could be a way where he may not even be on the 56-man roster. So he's my step back right now. I know he plays special teams, which is good for how Patricia likes to run his team. He likes flexible guys he can bring in and out. But Tavon Wilson is my step back player of the right now, just because of the fact that he took a step back last year, and I think he might take another step back where he might take a step off the roster.
Yeah,
that's possible.
Yeah,
go ahead, guys.
Playing time,
Wills?
Lack of playing time just means it's just going to be tough for you, as is, right? I mean, you need those reps. And like, again, I think Quinn, he's gotten criticism. I don't think he really listens to criticism from the outside, but you want the guys that you like have drafted, and people have been talking up to be flourishing in your system, because it validates what you're doing. So, yeah, it's going to be.
Wilson has that Patriots background. Tavon Wilson does. So, I mean, he has.
I think too that they're going to get. I mean, they wouldn't say it. I don't think it's like an insult to say it's like the Patriot way, but eventually, I think they want to just drop it and be. It's like the Lions way now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're our own team and organization. We're sick of that comparison now.
Right.
So,
what you got, Seany?
Yes, I agree. Tavon Wilson is not guaranteed a spot on the roster. They did bring in Adams and there's some other guys. They're hoping quietly hoping that Miles Killebrew can finally step up. He's another former pick of Quinn his first year here. So it's not so Tavon's not guaranteed a spot on the roster by any means. Matter of fact, he took a pay cut to be here. So he wants to be here, which is a good thing, but he's not guaranteed when that pay cut. So it's an uphill battle. I wish him well. Competition is good. We shall see. We come training camp.
All right. Moving on. Now it's time for.
Here we go again. The same old line.
Wills, what you got, my man?
All right. Well, I mean, I'm trying to be more optimistic with these guys, but every single team in Detroit actually is horrible. So I don't know why it would change here. All signs are pointing upwards. We're trending in the right direction. You got Quinn saying the right things, I guess. The leaks are coming out that they might trade back in the draft, get some assets, which is cool, but they got to pick the right ones. So, I mean, in the vein of same old Lions, you know how many times they've screwed up on picks. It's a different regime, I know. Quinn's been here a couple years, but this is like the deepest defensive draft in like forever. There are so many studs and like versatile studs that can play multiple positions in multiple packages, which just so happens to be like Patricia's friggin' wheelhouse. And I keep seeing these effing mock drafts from McShay and all these other guys. And if it's to trigger people, congratulations, it's working. If we take a tight end or anyone offensively, really, I'm sick of it, guys. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. And you're trying to get people to listen to your stuff. I get it. But if I saw McShay in person, I would just be staring daggers at him. Nothing bad. No, it's like nothing violent whatsoever. It's just I don't need it. I don't need my heart rate going up. It's in my hair. It's my blood. High blood pressure. And a tight end early on in the deepest defensive draft. We already saw it. He blew up in Indianapolis last season, but we saw what happens when you take a tight end super early, as opposed to the safe pick and Aaron Donald. I won't even say Odell.
Yeah.
Amongst many others. Take a defensive player in the draft. I don't care who it is. Take a D lineman. Take a linebacker. Take anyone on that side of the ball. I'm done. That's it. Same old Lions would be if they take an offensive player. But really, if they take a tight end, I'm not going to watch the training camp stuff. I won't be an idiot and say I'm not going to watch the team because I'm like an addict. I'm addict. I come crawling back. But no tight end, please. No offensive players, please.
Okay. All right. Seany J, what you think about that?
I tend to agree. I don't care how talented TJ Hawkinson or teammate Noah Fant are. I don't want to take a tight end at the A position. You could take one later in the draft. You could take one second or third or fourth, but definitely not 8. I don't want to trade back either. I do want a defensive stud. I want Montez Sweat or one of Devins at linebacker or Rashawn Gary or Brian Burns. There's a lot of, like you said, defensive studs I want to keep that, build that defense. I don't want to trade back. I want to stay at 8. The only way offensive player I would justify taking is maybe a guard, because we have a big hole still at guard. At right guard with the retirement of TJ Lang. I know a lot of people said there's no one worthy, no guard worthy at that 8 spot, but I don't know. If someone really impressed you like Cody Ford or Jonah Williams out of Alabama, I wouldn't mind taking him. I wouldn't be mad at the Lions because I do want, have a Dallas Cowboy, Philadelphia Eagle offensive line that protect Stafford, he never get touched, open holes for carry on. I won't be mad if they took a guard, stud guard, but that's the only offensive player I want at 8. Otherwise, I want a stud defensive player.
Yeah, it will definitely be the same. If you look at that, I saw that with them picking the tight end, McShay and a couple other guys in their mock drafts, and I was like, please do not draft the tight end in the first round. Now, I'm not saying that guy would be Ebron. I'm not saying that.
Let's hope not.
we have so much other holes to fill on the defensive side of the ball. And if the defense start playing good at the end of the year, and I think some fresh young talent would take that defense off over the top for the upcoming season. So we don't want the same old Lions. So Lions, if you're listening to us, no tight ends in the first round. Please, please, please. All right. Now it's time for
2 points conversing.
All right. Coming to the end of the show, 2 points conversion. All right. Here's my additional comments for the week. Today. It dropped leaked today. I got two things I'm going to talk about. One is the license plates in Michigan, the pure Michigan team plates. So you got Lions plates, you got Pistons plates just came out, Red Wings plates, Tigers. So you got the major sports teams in Michigan with actual license plates with the pure Michigan personalized tags. So I don't live in Michigan anymore. I don't have a residence there. I don't have anybody to kind of fake a residence for me so I can get a tag like that. But would you guys be interested in getting those plates for your car?
Yeah, I mean, I got a Michigan plate right now. So I'll be looking at that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be interested, especially one that show they have one for all four teams, mixed, or if not, I definitely want a Lions. They're my favorite of the bunch.
Yeah, they have a line. I don't think they have one mixed together, but they have the one with the Lions definitely by itself. That came out today, leaked online. And one other thing I wanted to talk about real quick, and Wills, you mentioned it before, the NFL schedule is going to be released tomorrow. The show is going to be on 8 o'clock on the NFL Network. But by the time it's probably about noon, it'll be out on social media somewhere. Somebody will leak the schedule. We already know who the opponents are. We just want to know when they're going to play them. So that's what I got. Seany J, what you got?
Well, I got, like I said, that's like big news, but it is big news about the artificial turf. Newly turf they're going to install at Ford Field the first time since 2013. That's 6 years. Hopefully that will help with the reduce the injuries, because they say this field turf feels better than natural grass. It's definitely better than that old artificial turf they play that year's Silverdome. They say it's better than natural grass. It's soft. It's starting to wear out a little bit. Hopefully that'll help prevent injuries. So that's all I got. I don't know how you guys feel on that subject.
They better keep the painted end zones, Honolulu blue. They had that last year. It was hype. I hated the green. I don't know why.
I think the owners, they usually change it every 10 years, but the Lions are changing it early. They say most stadiums change it every 10 years, but the Lions are going to change it early. So,
hey, we're progressive in something, huh?
Yeah. What you got, Wills?
So I'm sure if you guys are on Twitter, you were following Damon Harrison, aka Snacks Bracket, which ended on April 14th. The results ended with a 53% win for oatmeal cream pies over zebra cakes. It's a 2 seed over a 4 seed. I think that's kind of run of the mill for that matchup. I was furious that Nutty Bars were ranked as a 14 seed. I thought that was criminally low, but they made it to the Final Four. They made it to the Final Four. So I mean, the people knew. They knew what was up. I was just gonna say, he said the backlash of people voting and criticisms is just too much. So I don't expect any more snacks brackets for a while, but maybe he's just throwing us off the scent. Hopefully we get another one soon. That's all I got.
It was definitely fun. I voted myself in the brackets. I actually voted for oatmeal cream pies. So
they go off. I mean, they're the best. Yeah, they're the best.
Yeah. So it was definitely a fun time for the snacks bracket. That was definitely something fun. Big shout out to Big Snacks for putting that out there. It was fun with some Lions fans and whoever fans of Snacks Harrison. But it was definitely fun to see. Now it's time to go ahead and give out the information. So, my man, Seany J, how can they get in touch with you?
You can find me on Facebook as Sean Jennings. You see a handsome gentleman's picture, you know it's me.
Wills, what you got, my man?
Best way to stay in contact with me is on Twitter at Bobo the Bear. The E in the is actually a 3, I know. And my Twitter alias is Lure Legion Commander. Yes, that's for John Lure, Piston small forward who never plays. It's making $12 million this year. It's the third most on our team.
We can use them right now. Do something.
Hey, put him in. Why not? Let him earn the money. I don't know what he did to get Casey's doghouse like this, but if Blake can't play, make him earn it. I don't care. Let's go.
Okay.
But yeah, no, Twitter at Bobo the Bear.
Okay. All right. So for me, you can find me on Twitter at Curtis Steele 14. Same as Instagram at Curtis Steele 14. For the show, for the podcast, it's at Die Hard Den Pod C1. So that's our Twitter at Die Hard Den Pod C1. Or you have any questions, you can email the show dieharddenpodcast@gmail.com. So good show today. Appreciate my man's coming through. We're gonna keep him on as long as we can have him for a few more weeks. Big shout out to my man Wills Fattore for coming out. As always, Seany J, my man's always in the building. So let's go ahead and close them out. Tell the people your partner shout outs.
You go ahead, Will.
All right. This is I know this is a Lions podcast. But this is directed towards the Pistons fans who were adamant that getting the 8 seed was better than improving our draft position. I hope you're happy.
So I hope you're happy. Seany J, say goodbye to the people.
Well, I'm going to say goodbye. I got a retort to say I'm one of those guys who felt I hate tanking, you know that. I think the playoff experience is better because we would have got no better than the 14th pick. And we saw those prior lottery picks worked out for us. So even if we get our asses kicked and get swept, it was good playoff experience for the young guys. And we'll get them next year.
Get them next year. All right. For my man, Seany J, and my man, Wills Fattore, it's your man, Kurt Steele. And as always, we're going to keep it together. One pride, and we out.